three of the leading candidates, at least in the polling, are all tied to the Liberal Party is also interesting, but also showing sort of the question of where's the Conservative vote in Mississauga, which has been quite effective in provincial elections. You know, who will they go to? Who is their candidate in this race?
Residents of Mississauga will start the week by choosing who will represent them from the mayor's chair. Some of the big issues on the ballot this time around include public safety, livability, congestion, and taxes. But as McMaster Associate Professor of Political Science Peter Grafe explains, the four front-runners by polling have fairly similar platforms, describing them as shades of gray, making the decision tough for the roughly one-third of residents who remained undecided going into the weekend. He adds now is a time when other quickly growing municipalities are looking to the city for a model that can be copied.
If it can make the case that it has a solution to the challenges of the suburb by adding industry, by finding better ways to add new people in the community, how to intensify, how to deal with the challenges of aging infrastructure, yeah, then it can be the leader in the GTA and somewhere you can look to across North America where you have similar challenges.
Do you find the new strong mayor powers that we've seen rolled out in some municipalities in the province are a factor for voters? Are they thinking about it?
No, I think only really kind of eggheads are really thinking. I mean, I think the strong mayor powers are not something that most Ontarians really know about, or if they've heard about it, they're not really sure how they work.
The relationship of Mississauga with Brampton and Peel region, are we looking at any changes there, or do you think we're going to stay the course?
Well, I think the decision by the province to step back from the plan of having the big divorce in Peel region is an indication that in the short term there won't be a change. I don't see an appetite by any of the parties at Queen's Park to move forward with that.
People think of a city and they'll think of, say, like a bustling metropolis, or they think of a suburb, they think of a sort of a quiet bedroom community. Mississauga feels like it's kind of torn between those two worlds right now. Any sense on what direction it's going to go in over the next 2 years?
Yeah, it's hard to say over 2 years, over the next 2 decades. Mississauga is going to continue to grow. I mean, its only real way of maintaining its financial sustainability is to add more business and add more residents.
Grafe adding Mississauga mayors do have a way of sticking around for a while, and that alone may be a factor to consider.
The people of Mississauga should choose wisely, because if they don't like their choice on Tuesday, they may be stuck with them for a while.
Polls open 10 a.m. Monday morning until 8 p.m. For City News, I'm David Zura.